Hola, buenos a todos. Soy Joaquin, aka JSA20, or Joe Storm 0910, but you can still call me JSA20. And today I'm going to show you my work in progress Spanish Civil War reenactment kit, which is the Carlist Requeté kit. Specifically, the reason I chose to do this kit for this period is because as a Catholic, I'm quite interested to know that this group fights in the Civil War not only for political reasons, but also for religion, which is incredibly rare in the modern period, I would say. But it's no surprise that since the Republicans were anti-religion during this time, that they would side with the Nationalists during the war. So we'll start from the top. What I have here is the iconic red beret, which was worn by the Carlist Requeté from the Carlist Wars in the 1800s, the Civil War period that I'm doing now, and of course the post-war Francoist era. And this is the hat that I would wear for a regular army if I were to have an uniform yet, but I don't. Not yet anyways. So this is olive drab green with the red tassel. In contrast, the Republican guerrillas, they're actually in beige or tan, and in many cases they don't have the red tassels at all, but they still existed. Republican side guerrilla caps with the red tassels. Now getting to my favorite part are two examples of the 1926 Torbilla helmets. This one here is a genuine example of an early war or pre-war Torbilla helmet, and you can tell because it's dark brown, and the rivets that you see there are aluminum. In contrast to this one here, this type of Torbilla, this type of Torbilla helmet is post-war, and one dead giveaway is the fact that it has this wing here, in which you could place a post-war Francoist badge, so that it looks pretty snazzy from the front. Since I'm doing a 1936 Northern Requeté militia, this is my main uniform with this badge here, which signifies that I'm belonging to the Carlist militias. So observing from many photos that I have seen of the Requetés from this location, particular area and year, they would typically look like this. Most of the time, civilian flannel shirts and others for early war Carlists. And I actually bought this off at eBay for, what was it, 40 bucks or so. So this is probably the most accurate I could find without it being too Farby, I hope. But I think it's okay. And under this thing is a blanket or a poncho that you could wear for cold weather environments. Basically, you just sling this around your shoulder, kind of like one of those American Civil War blankets. And here's the footwear for my Carlist impression. These are chanelas, but they're actually called espadrillas, and they're actually quite comfortable. So you could buy them on Etsy for a pretty reasonable price. And yeah, they're like sandals per se. So there you have it. And here's the Bayonetta. It doesn't fit in completely for some reason, no matter how much I try to shove this thing in or try to put it all the way. But I think there's something wrong with the sheath, so it's kind of cracked, as you can see. It's badly worn out, so I don't want to risk breaking this thing. But yeah, this would be a typical Spanish Civil War bayonet, which I believe is the 1895 or 1913 Bayonetta. I don't remember which, but I believe it's the second one that I mentioned. Okay guys, now I know you're eyeing those two beautiful rifles up there, or aka sticks as I like to call them in public, but believe me guys, we're almost there. So I'm going to introduce you to the leather set that a typical soldier or militia would wear during the Civil War period. Little doggy. So this is a Carniago set. It comes with 3 pouches, one in the back, 2 in the front, a bayonet frog that you could store in there, and of course the suspenders that go over your shoulders and back. If you want to know the maker of this leather set, here it is. His name is see if you can see it. His name is Guerra de Guerra. He's on Facebook if you want to order a set from him if you are aspiring to reenact Spanish Civil War. So yeah, here it is. Donnie from Juegos de Guerra. So here you go. Okay, now we get to the fun part, the 2 sticks. So what we got here on top is one of the main, well, actually these two are the main rifles that were used in the Spanish Civil War. They're both Spanish Mausers per se, technically speaking. So this one up here is the 1893 Spanish Mauser, and this one here is the short variant, which is the 1916 Oviedo carbine. And I'm gonna show you a bit. So this one here was made in Oviedo in 1926, as you can see by this crest marking here on the receiver. And for this one right here, I think it's the same thing. It's made in Oviedo in 1928. There you have it. 2 years old, 2 years younger than this one right here. So this one's kind of like the younger sibling, I should say. But I would say these two are beautiful rifles. They're gorgeous looking. So here's the full view, and don't worry, I'm gonna make the I'm gonna play with them a little bit just so you could hear the bolts action. So here's the 1893 Spanish Mauser. I put it up to half safe, and there we go. And then put it back to safe mode because I don't want to end up like Alec Baldwin, right? Where they accidentally shoot someone. And here's the 1916 Oviedo carbine rifle. Again, put it back to half safe. There we go. This one's a little bit similar to the Car 98, but I'll be a little shorter. Okay, gotta press the forward. And then put it back to safety. Because why not? Gun safety is very important. Actually, no, I'm wrong. The #1 rule in gun safety is to have fun. That's right. And that's it for my showcase, guys. Thank you for watching. Next time I'll make a better edited video, so think of this as some sort of a teaser. Have a good one, guys. See you next time.